Hello, and welcome to Business Connections. My name is Kalfani Stevens, and I'm the Economic Development Director for the City of Farmington Hills. I invite you to join us today as we learn about one of the many companies that makes up the dynamic Farmington Hills business community.
So I'm Coach Pre.
And I'm Coach Nolan.
Welcome to the Practice Zone. Thinking about the Practice Zone, it was an opportunity to put together something that would benefit young people and all people who are interested in sports, particularly basketball. So my background is extensive in basketball, and I wanted to be certain that we were giving back to the community and giving kids an opportunity to really focus on the fundamentals. And so the Practice Zone is a chance for people to come in, work on their basketball game, whether it's ball handling or shooting, and just become more effective and efficient in the fundamentals.
TPZ offers a number of opportunities for basketball players specifically. We have 3 different ball handling stations, and we also have 7 different shooting stations. So kids can come in and utilize the ball handling stations for a half hour and get a good workout in. The ball handling stations give you opportunity to see yourself as far as how you are playing with the ball, whether you're low enough or whether you're keeping the ball low enough on your crossover, whatever it may be, as well as the results at the end. So you're able to see if you are, if your dribbling is as good as you think you are, or if your crossover and your moves are doing as well as you think you are in your mind. That's where that video piece comes in, where you can see what you think you're doing versus what you are actually doing. And then with our shooting stations, you are able to utilize essentially a mini half court. So you can come in and rent a half court space and get in about 500 shots in a half hour, depending on the tempo or the pace you want to go. And you're able to work on your form and being able to put together a consistent shot.
We like to think that we're a very unique place, that there's nothing else like it in the Midwest. And so this is a place where, again, people can just come and work on their game. In fact, when we had an open house, one of the coaches who walked in, when he walked in, the first thing he thought is, this is a place where you come to practice. This is a place where you come to work, because there's not courts, and you don't think about coming and playing here. You think about coming and actually working on your game when you get here. This is certainly not a indictment of any coaching, current coaching or anything like that, but I think that young people are so rooted right now in playing that they aren't taking the time to really practice and develop their individual skills. And so there's a lot of teams out there, whether it's a club team, an AAU team, or whatever team, then you have your high school teams, you have all these teams that kids can play on, rec league teams, everything. And so there's a lot of opportunity for them to play. But the problem is that they're not spending a lot of time working on their individual skills. And so they get a chance to run up and down the court, but are they really developing the fundamentals that will be things that take them forward in terms of their progression? So what we're hoping is that we can give them a chance to just work on those individual things so that when they actually play, they can contribute to the team as opposed to running up and down the court.
We are not limited really in age. We can work with someone that's just starting off. The other day we had a 75-year-old practicing in our facility, so we can go as old as they would like to come in and practice or utilize the facility. So our optimal age is 7 to 16. We have 3 rims in the facility that lower to 8 feet, so we can work with those 7-year-olds that are shooting at the 8-foot level at that time. But as I mentioned, we are able to work with, we'll start to run classes that are 4 and 5, 6 and 7, so that we can start with a good foundation, a good base in their basketball skill development, and get up to 16, 17 years old where they're working in high school still and have an opportunity to still progress their game and hopefully make it to the next level.
A player can just show up by themselves. You know, when you go to a gym that you maybe rent some time in the gym, you have to bring somebody with you to rebound for you. You don't have to do that here. You just come in yourself, and the machine will rebound for you. It'll pass it to you, the whole shot. So you come in by yourself, work on your shooting, work on your ball handling, and you got a good time working on those skills. And so that's one of the advantages of being able to have this specific place to be able to work on those things.
Our best option will be our TPZ Academy, which offers you the opportunity to utilize the facility unlimitedly. So you can come in and utilize the facility 30 days out the month if you like, and get a good hour's workout in with a half hour of shooting and a half hour of ball handling, and do that 30 days out the month, and you have a good rate for you with that membership. So then we have two other memberships. Our All-American membership, which gives you 5 opportunities to come into the facility and utilize either ball handling or shooting stations, as well as All-State membership that gives you 2 opportunities. Now also with the TPZ Academy membership, you are given the opportunity to take advantage of our classes that are skill specific and age specific. So we'll work on different skills with that age. So if we're working with the 7 to 9 year olds, we'll work on ball handling or layups or shooting, form shooting, whatever it may be to have a good solid foundation. And then when we get to the older age, we'll work on some moves to the basket or attacking the defender or one-on-one, 3-on-3, how you can work in different aspects of the game so that when you come into a game type situation, you're ready and because you practice it.
Our core values are deeply rooted in that sense of commitment to service and practice and being a part of the community. So we really want to have a feeling when they come in the door that this is a place that they can be comfortable and feel like they can accomplish something and feel like they have the support that's necessary for them to be able to accomplish those things. And if that's what's happening, then we think that we're providing that kind of a service that could be long-lasting for the community. One of the most attractive things about this venture was having a chance to work with my son. I think there's very few times when we can actually pull something like that together as a family. And so while the two of us are actually working this together, you know, our entire family has embraced this venture and been a part of it. But truly, you know, every day we get in and we know that we're going to accomplish something together, we're going to build something together, and hopefully this is something that becomes a legacy that extends beyond just my time in this, and something that he can move forward and possibly, you know, bring eventually his family into this whole process.
My entire life, my dad's been my role model, been a great mentor for me. You know, while I was playing, he was right there by my side all the time, being able to give good advice. Growing older and becoming a little wiser, I've kind of noticed and took advantage of what he's taught me at that young age, and as I got older, to develop and work with kids. So being able to just work under him and learn a lot more through basketball and see the respect that he has from players and coaches that are still in basketball just kind of gives me the opportunity to grow more and help kids develop as I wish I would have. Listening to my dad, sometimes you don't listen to your dad, you know, when you're that age, but hearing it from somebody else is always good. So I feel like that I can be that somebody else that kids can listen to, and that is all rooted from my dad, and I'm happy to be able to continue to work with him and learn from him, and still see him as a mentor in the game of basketball, but in life as well.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of Business Connections. Hopefully, we were able to introduce you to your next night out, reacquaint you with a great service provider, or introduce you to the next big idea. It was our pleasure to show you all that this great community has to offer. If you are a business and would like more information on business development assistance or on business connections, please contact me at the number on the screen, 248-871-2506, or contact me by email, kstevens@fhgov.com. Again, I am Kalfani Stevens, Economic Development Director for the City of Farmington Hills.